Ladies and gentlemen, state of emergency. New York City is going through a serious homeless crisis right now in New York City. So with that said, everyone, let's get straight to the news. This is the Panda Photographer coming straight out of New York City here, Williamsburg, North 8th Street and Bedford Avenue. And we in New York City are having a New York City crisis. That is the homeless crisis. Now, single occupants are not able to stay in a shelter for no more than 30 days. So that means that person or parties, and this includes families with children, especially the cycling sealers. Now that has changed. The rules state that now it's 30 days for the cycling sealers to stay in a hotel or a shelter system, and then they're on their own. Basically, they are put out on the streets of New York City, and there's been rumor that there has been a program to offer these cycling sealers a way out of New York City by flying them anywhere they want to go. So with that said, everyone, this is just news that I'm reporting straight from the mouths of others. So with that said, everyone, as I researched it myself and realized that New York City is in a state of emergency right now. There's no shelter space for not even New York City homeless right now. This is being overwhelmed by how many buses are coming through Manhattan every single day. Now, it used to be about 200 people to 400 people coming in a single day. Now they're talking about thousands coming in one single day. That's about 10 to 12 bus loads for them cycling sealers coming to New York, thinking that this is a safe haven. But fooled you not. The mayor went to South America and said this, but people are still coming because they felt and they didn't get the word. And that's the issue here. There are people that have been traveling for months or miles for weeks, and they didn't even get the chance to see this mayor come to South America, to their native country, and spread the rumor that New York City is not the place that you once heard that it's a safe haven. It is not. Now, people are forced to commit crimes. People are forced to starve to death. Like, just right now, we can walk right across the street. We can see a family that is homeless right now. If you guys want to see that, okay, let's go see that. You're going to see right in front of the pizza shop here. And also, I'm going to upload the footage anyway on my new blog. So, there's I think they look Polish, but I could be mistaken. But they're all Caucasian, and they have a child with them. This is what New York City is coming to, everybody. So we're gonna walk right here to the corner here. Are they walking this way? Let's get this car out the way. Come on, get. Oh, they're not there anymore. Maybe they moved to the store right next door. But it was a sad sight to see, and everyone was looking. And so I had to ask, did you guys just put out your apartment? Yes. How long have you been homeless for? Just for a week. They've been out on the streets for a week. So give or take, everyone. I will upload the footage. So there you go. But New York City is going through a crisis, and you that don't live in New York City need to be aware of what is taking place here. There's no shelter system for anyone right now. It's overcapacitated to a point where they can't even handle the numbers of how many cycling sealers are coming in looking for a place to stay or a place to live. If you heard about what happened in Hell's Kitchen, there was a guy that had an apartment, took his other half of his apartment, made self-rooms, and he had about 22 people in his apartment, basically renting the space out per bed, in which New York City's health board and the fire department realized why are the neighbors were complaining about this ongoing flux of traffic moving into the building now, when they've been living there for years, and now there's footsteps all the time. Yeah, that is suspicious. So yeah, fire department got called, NYPD got called. Turns out these cycling sealers were renting a room by a New Yorker that set up his makeshift apartment into a hostel, basically, which is by far illegal. And yeah, it's it's becoming a point where people also that are renting are struggling to pay their rent, so they try to find ways to make money, and this is the consequences behind breaking the laws. Even though you didn't have bad intentions, but your bad intentions were to use those migrants and charge them for this amount of space. So it just goes to show you that everyone is in a struggle in New York City. New York City is going through a rough time right now, and this winter is going to be really bad for a lot of people staying in the homeless shelter system. You are now, if you're already in the system, you're waiting for housing, great. But if you're now coming in, or you're homeless, you need a place to stay, mind you, that 90-day rule that 90-day rule is no more a 90-day rule. Now you only have 30 days in a New York City shelter, and after that, you're pretty much on your own. You got to stay outside, and this is what's going to happen. You're going to see a lot of homeless suffering and a lot of babies on the streets of New York City in the winter. And New York City cannot handle the capacity. It is not possible to handle such plus 150,000 plus migrants. And the number keeps growing and growing every single day. And today, there's 10 buses going to be coming into New York this afternoon. 10. Mind you, 10. So, with that said, everyone, New York City is a crisis. And as the Panda Photographer, I'm giving you context of what is taking place in New York City and what is the mayor doing about it. He has no idea what to do. He's going on with some mission plan or idea how to try to get some people off the streets. But here's the thing, Mr. Mayor, New Yorker homeless have a right to be sheltered. And I'm not saying they should come first, but it's going to happen. There's going to be disputes, there's going to be arguments, there's going to be crashes between the homeless versus the cyclone sailors. Watch. If you don't do anything right now, Mr. Mayor, your city is going to turn upside down for the worse. And ladies and gentlemen, if you live in New York City, if you live here, your issue is going to be that issue. You're going to see homeless in front of your apartments all the time. Your favorite grocery stores, your banks, your Walgreens, your Apple store, everywhere. They're going to be everywhere trying to get warmth. And that is going to be a problem this winter. You got to realize what is important, to save a life or to be selfish to not save a life. So think about that, ladies and gentlemen.